Hi guys, welcome back to GP Reactions. My name is Gail. This is my channel, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back doing some reactions. I had a few technical glitches with my laptop, so I only just got around to time to actually get them sorted out and fix them. Everything's good, touch wood. So yes, I'm back, and I just want to get straight into a reaction. It is one that was suggested to me by Mark through Buy Me a Coffee. Donated some lovely coffees for me, and this is a reaction for the Stranglers. It's called Duchess. I've never heard of this, although apparently it was in the UK Top 40 in 1979, around about August time. It hit number 14, taken from their fourth studio album, The Raven, and so before I get around to that, I just want to thank everybody for subscribing, for liking videos, for suggesting music to listen to, and just actually just being here and commenting and everything. It's just wonderful. So I am here to listen to music. I'm really looking forward to this. This is the Stranglers, Duchess. The only time I've ever heard the name Duchess was maybe I think Genesis had a song called Duchess. And the only other time other than that I've heard the name Duchess mentioned was possibly Alfie Moon in EastEnders when he called Peggy Mitchell's character, Peggy Mitchell from the Queen Vic, he called her Duchess. So without further ado, this is the Stranglers and Duchess.
And now for a slight tempo change, we bring you the Stranglers, who bring you Duchess.
Wow. I'm sorry. I need to take that back. Those keyboards are just fantastic. Already there's a real sort of like rhythm to this. It feels very melodic. But those keyboards were just like blew me away. Dave Greenfield was an absolute genius.
And now for a slight tempo change, we bring you the Stranglers, who bring you Duchess.
Oh, the drums as well. Loving the harmonies. I don't know if you can pick it out. It's like a really sort of like unusual rhythm to the drums. I'm, naively, I'm not a musician, but there's something about it. I can't really explain it, but it just sounds different. The drums sound different to anything I've ever heard before. It's really interesting. I just picked that up all of a sudden. How is he doing that? Oh, such an interesting song. I love the bit at the end, obviously, because they're not playing this live. It's, a bit of improvisation from Jet Black there. But this was such a superb song. I just love the pace of it. I love the. I'm not sure what it was about. I think it was maybe it's either about somebody who's very poor, who has delusions of grandeur, who literally probably lives in a terrace, the Duchess, and or maybe she's boasts about connections with people that maybe she has or she doesn't. Or she could actually literally be a duchess, and I think it was the Rodneys. It sounded like Rodneys. It maybe it was another word, but they're queuing up to be with her like a suitor or something. They want to get it to marry into aristocracy, perhaps, but through the back door. Yeah, it's just a really, really cool, fun song, and just just amazing how Stranglers songs. Every song I hear is different. I mean, I think the last one I reacted to may have been Skin Deep or one of the later ones, but even going back, like tracks like Down in the Sewer, absolute masterpiece. And definitely Dave Greenfield must have a lot of input into these songs, I think. I noticed that with a lot of bands that the keyboardist has lays down the kind of melody and sometimes the lyrics and everything else kind of like then plays around that. It's just a really, really interesting sound that the Stranglers had. I mean, the first Stranglers song I ever heard was Golden Brown. I thought that was their beginning. Um, and the mind blowing thing for me is that back in the 70s, I would never have listened to this kind of music. I mean, I was listening to Doctor Hook, the Buggles in 1979. Um, Quite gentle stuff, really, but punk or post punk, and never, never, even entertained it. So to hear all these different songs from back then, it's amazing now because it's. I feel like I'm sort of fitting in a jigsaw puzzle, the little pieces into my jigsaw puzzle of my childhood. And I'm for sure these songs are probably playing somewhere in the background at some point when I was a kid. I was 12 years old. But so they must be part of my tapestry. But yeah, I just it's honestly there's a lot of songs back there from back then that just passed me by. I never even entertained the Sex Pistols or anything like that. I was 10 years old for goodness sake, and they weren't really on my radar. The Damned, the Clash, Sham 69. I mean, there were some fun type songs. I mean, we remember singing Hurry Up Harry, We're Going Down a Pub, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the groups like the Stranglers, you never really listen to them. So it's wonderful to actually be going back and yeah, this one definitely. I'm gonna have to download the greatest hits of the Stranglers at some point. But I don't think the greatest hits would probably do them justice. Because I've heard album tracks that I don't think would be on a greatest hit album, but they're fantastic. So anyway, thanks Mark for suggesting that one, and I really appreciate the donation. So till next time, folks, take care. If you want to comment, please join me in the comments because I really want to know what this song's about, and also really want to know what you was doing, how you feel about this song, where were you when this song came out. Um, I love to read your stories of life, and I kind of feel like it makes my nostalgia a lot richer to actually know what you guys were up to at that time in your life. And obviously, any more Strangler suggestions, feel free to do that. You can either do it through the comments section or do it through Buy Me a Coffee. It's all good to me. If you do it for Buy Me a Coffee, obviously I will react as soon as I feasibly can. So, till next time, I hope you enjoyed this and have a wonderful week.